Hello and welcome to BookmakersReview.com. I'm Natalie Rydstrom. Joining us right now is sportswriter Martin Green. We're taking a look at the Serie A final week fixtures, and that's week 38. And basically some of those fixtures are going to sort of alter the final standings of certain teams. Now, some obviously it will help. It's pretty much set up top, but it's relegation where it's all going to count. I have to say though, let's have a quick look now at the top six. We do have Juventus, they're in first place, Napoli second, Roma third, Inter Milan fourth, Fiorentina fifth, Sassuolo sixth, and then in seventh place, AC Milan. Now, Napoli are in second place, 79 points. To keep that second place, they will obviously have to beat Frosinone. Is that what you're predicting? They're a pretty strong team at home.
They are a pretty strong team at home, yes. Frosinone have already been relegated, so they don't have a great deal to play for. They're already thinking about next season and playing in Serie B. So you would really expect Napoli to win this one, especially playing at home. They're by far the better team. But still, they may slip up, which puts the impetus on Roma. So you would think that Roma would really give it their all in their match against Milan.
Yeah, well, this one's going to be sort of a pretty tough one, I think. You've got AC Milan, who's playing for sixth place, and then Roma is obviously playing for second place. The odds are pretty close on the outrights. Roma 2.2 paddy power, AC Milan 3.2, and then the draw 3.6. It's looking like a Roma win, in my opinion. They enter from four straight wins, and not bad odds on the outright, 2.2. Is that what you go for?
Yes, Roma all day long for me in this one. They're the form team in Serie A. They've won 4 in a row. They haven't lost since they played Juventus in January. They haven't lost in 13 games. They've been playing fantastic football. They beat Napoli the other week, and they're really surging at the moment. They really could benefit from finishing second, because then they would qualify automatically for next season's Champions League. So there's a fair bit at stake for them in this match, so they'll really be going for it. Milan, there's not a great deal to play for. They're already guaranteed of qualifying for next season's Europa League because they're playing in the Coppa Italia final. So it doesn't really matter whether they overtake Sassuolo or not. 6th or 7th isn't a great deal of importance to them, and they have this cup final that they're looking forward to. So I imagine they would rest some players, and the players that do play would take it easy a little bit because they've got one eye on the cup final, whereas Roma will be really up for it. So that is definitely my tip of the weekend. Roma to beat Milan.
All right, great stuff. Now, I tell you a team that everything is riding for, and that's Palermo, and they play Hellas Verona. They're in 20th position. Hellas Verona will not take a spot in Serie A next season. They've got to beat Hellas Verona in this, and they are priced very low to do so, 1.25 Stan James. They have everything to lose at this point. Can they pull the win and, more importantly, survive relegation?
I think they can, yes. They've found form right when they've needed to at the end of the season. They've clawed their way out of the relegation zone, and they're looking good. They couldn't have got an easier tie, really, for the last match of the season. They're playing against the bottom side, the worst side in Italy this year, or the worst side in Serie A anyway. And they're playing at home. They really should be beating Verona here. The only caveat I would say is that somehow, out of nowhere, no one knows how they did it, Verona beat Juventus, the champions, in their last game. You would have to say that Juventus were resting players because they're playing Milan in the cup final, so they weren't really giving it their all. But still, Juventus has been on a phenomenal winning run, and Verona ended it. So they're no mugs. So Palermo will have their work cut out, but I still expect them to do it.
Yeah. Well, then obviously we've got Carpi, who play Udinese this weekend, and this is Carpi's last chance to sort of pull out those much needed 3 points. Problem is that Carpi's away record is pretty dismal. They've got just 2 away wins there, 6 draws and 10 losses. It's not looking like we're going to see a Carpi win. Udinese are priced 2.5, 888 Sport, Carpi 3, bet 365. Does the Udinese straight bet look good to you, 2.5?
Not really, to be honest. Simply because Udinese have already guaranteed their survival for next season's Serie A. So a lot of their players will kind of already have checked out. They'll be thinking about their summer holidays. Whereas Carpi are fighting for their lives. They'll be giving it everything. So I would fancy them to get a result there. but I also fancy Palermo to win. So I think they'll put in a good performance. I think they might win it, maybe draw, but I think it'll be a case of too little, too late, and they will, sadly for them, go down. But I can see them getting a result against Udinese.
All right, so the three teams then leaving Serie A, you would put Verona, Fresno and Carpi to be first, second and third to exit.
Yeah, afraid so for Carpi fans. I mean, it's gone right down to the wire. It's going to be a really fascinating battle. I mean, I imagine on Italian television, you'll just see it flicking between the two games throughout the 90 minutes, and it'll be great deal of excitement and potential heartbreak for fans. But yeah, Carpi to go down for me.
Yeah, I can imagine so. Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in. If you do want to read more about this, head on over to bookmakersreview.com. Check out Martin's article. Link is also in the description below. Martin, thanks for joining us.